from Super Simple Guitar, and welcome to another guitar lesson. Today I'm going to be walking you through the 5 stages of learning Smoke on the Water. What do I mean by that? I'm going to be showing you the very super simple beginner way. First of all, because that's step 1, the one that everyone learns first. Then second, I'm going to teach you how to play it the wrong way, but the way that 99% of people play it, which is like this. There's a different way to play that. That's the correct way, even though both sound great. But I'm going to be showing you how to do that one. Then I'm going to show you the proper one. Then I'm going to show you this cool percussive way, right? Which is a great way to get into, kind of start dabbling a little bit into the world of percussive fingerstyle. This is what I started on and what I also kind of finished on, but it was always a cool party trick that I'd use, and people's eyes would always go wide open when I'd start to go. When I start to do that percussion and play the riff at the same time. So I'm going to be teaching you that. Then lastly, let me just get my guitar in tune here. I'm going to teach you how to play another fingerstyle way, which is definitely going to be a little bit challenging, but a fun challenge, and that's going to be... I messed up a little bit. So I'm accompanying myself. I'm playing the bass and the riff at the same time, right? So I'm going to be showing you those 5 different ways of playing it. And this is going to be the 5 ways of playing Smoke on the Water challenge, all right? So I'm challenging you to play at least one of these kind of harder ones, either the percussive one or the one, or at least just learn it the way that it was composed, okay? All right, so I hope this sounds like fun. I hope you're excited to get into a little bit of percussive fingerstyle and learn the 5 different ways of playing Smoke on the Water. Have you downloaded my book yet? If you haven't, there's a free link either above or below me. You can download the free PDF, 42 pages of chord magic in there. Also, if you become an All Access member, you will get all of the lessons I've ever made, all of the courses I've ever made, and I will actually ship you a physical copy of this book straight to your doorstep, no matter where you are in the world, okay? All right, so let's get into the close-up now, and let me teach you the 5 stages of Smoke on the Water. All right, see you there. All right, so welcome to the close-up. So the first way that you may or might not know is just a single line that everybody kind of learns as a beginner. It's the first thing I normally teach total beginners, all right? So let me show you how to play that. In case you don't know, we're going to go through it really quickly, then I'm going to go into the next stages, okay? So you play the open 6th string, so that's 0. Then you go to the 3rd fret, then you go to the 5th fret. So that's 0, 3, 5. Then you go 0, 3, 6, 5. Then you go 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. And that's the magical number that everybody kind of knows that plays guitar. Hopefully you know that. If not, then watch it a couple of times, learn it, right? So one more time. 0, 3, 5. And 0 just means the open string. So it's open. Open 3, 5, open 3, 6, 5. Excuse my singing. Open 3, 5, 3, open. One last time. 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. Yeah, baby. All right, so that's, to get you started, right? If you don't know that, then learn that, because everything we're going to be learning in this lesson builds on that, okay? All right, so let's go into stage 2, which is the way that most people learn it, which is, of course, I'm not going to say wrong. Wrong isn't the right way to say it, but it's not the way the composer intended, right? So that is now to use 2 strings, the 3rd string and the 4th string. And normally you're going to do this with a pick. So you're playing that same exact, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, except now you're playing it on 2 strings. Right? And I normally, encourage people to learn this with a pick because it's a great picking exercise, teaching you to play 2 strings with the pick at the same time rather than just one, right? Of course, you could use your fingers, you could pinch the strings. Pinching means that I'm just, pinching, like if you were going to pinch your sister, right? So, or brother or whoever. I almost made a dirty joke there. All right, so let's just keep going. Okay, so 3 and 4, 3rd and 4th string. Right? I tend to play it with my ring finger and my middle finger because I like to add, especially if on the electric guitar with some distortion, I'll add a little vibrato there. I'll go 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, right? But you could, of course, also use a bar, right? You could go, depending on how you want to do it, right? So that's kind of the second way that most people learn it, which is, of course, it sounds fine. You can play along with the song. It'll be great. But the original way, the way that it was composed and the way that, I've seen Blackmore teach it is this. So instead of playing 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 5, 3, 0, for the 0, he'll do this, which is a slightly different sound, okay? So basically, instead of 0, we're on the 5th fret now, playing the 4th and the 5th string. So that sounds like this. And if you listen to the original, you'll hear that fatter tone rather than this tone, okay? So if I choose to play it this way, then I'll start with these 2 fingers, then I'll do a bar, and then I'll go back to these 2. So I'll go. So that's the 3rd way of playing it. Let's get into the next one now. All right. So now again, we're going to go back to that 0, 3, 5 because that's the easier way to make this happen. All right. So the really challenging thing now is going to be to have your thumb continuously pumping. Okay. So, and I'm going to use my middle and my ring finger. I'm going to be pulling them upwards instead of pinching, because now the pinch won't work anymore. You see, there's many different ways to do the same thing. But we're not going to be able to pinch because we're going to have to play our thumb and with our fingers at the same time. So let me just show it to you really slowly. We're going to do the very basic way, all right? So so I know I said basic, but it's of course going to be a little bit of a challenge. But if you're into fingerstyle guitar and want to learn it, then this is a great exercise to get your thumb, just playing straight out just notes and have your other fingers do other things while the thumb is independently playing its notes, right? So what I'm doing now is with my thumb, I'm holding down the 6th string and I'm keeping it there, okay? So that's... So for that, I start that 0, that first 0 of the progression, 0, 3, 5, I start that with this, right? So it's, these guys start at the same time. And then the thumb, no matter what happens, just has to keep that going. All right, so check it out. Okay. Of course, this is going to be challenging. You're probably not going to be able to do it. It took me quite a while to learn this, but it was a fun exercise, and I like doing it now. Okay, so yeah, and what I'm doing there is I'm going for this one for the 5 and for the 6-5, I'm doing a stretch there. I'm using my middle finger and my ring finger and keeping that thumb here. So it's definitely going to be a little bit challenging. But again, these are the 5 steps of Smoke on the Water, right? It's evolving. It's getting a little bit harder and a little bit more sophisticated with each step. Okay, so there's one last thing you could do there, which would be this moving bass line. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm going open 2 times, 1st fret 2 times, and then I'm starting. See that? And I'm over exaggerating that bass now with my thumb just so you can hear it, okay? All right, so I know that's a little bit challenging. You know, it's the Smoke on the Water challenge. So try it out. Drive yourself crazy like I did when I was learning it. It'll be fun. You'll feel a gratification once you learn it and you're able to do it. Okay, if you're a total beginner, then just focus on those first 3 for now. All right, I don't want to frustrate you if you're a total beginner. But if you've been playing for a while and you think, oh yeah, I can play that, then try to play this. Okay, so one last time. You see my thumb is just pedaling. Okay, so now let's do the last one, which is the most challenging one. I'll see you in 1 second because I have to cut now really quickly. See you there. All right, so to be able to play this one, what you're going to have to do is tune your guitar down to drop D. So that means that this E string here, you're going to have to tune it to a D. Okay, so just get out your tuner, you know, or do it by ear. Play this D here, and then while this one's playing, turn this until you get a D, right? Or use your tuner depending on what's easier for you, okay? So that's drop D tuning, and we're doing that so that we can go, right? We want to be able to have that when we, okay? All right, so really slowly, first of all, let's try to get this percussive part down once you've gotten into tune, right? So there's 2 things happening. There's kind of this bass drum happening, and my guitar, you can hear this loudly because I have a little microphone. I don't know if you can hear that, but let me see if I can turn it up even more. I have a little microphone in there. So I'm not sure if you can hear the microphone, but there's a microphone in my guitar making that sound even louder. But don't worry, it'll sound great on your guitar too. So for the bass drum, I'm just using this part of my hand here to come down kind of on the bottom part of the guitar here. Okay, so. And then with these fingers, I'm just slapping. It's just a slight little slap that's happening, okay? So you're going to want to practice that a little bit. Just this. That's the groove that we're going for. So we're going bass, bass. I guess that would be a snare. And then the second step of learning this would be to get this going, and then try to do anything here on the left side without this thing stopping. So, for instance, just anything. See, now I messed up. It's going to be challenging. It's challenging for me too. Still, I haven't done this in a while, but you know. Anyways, so that's the main thing that we're going to want to have keep moving there if we can do it, right? If you're able to do it. And then the next thing is going to be the riff itself, right? So that 035, 0365 thing, we're now going to have to do with only our left hand. Okay, so that means for that first 0, you're going to have to do a pull off on the 3rd fret, fifth, and sixth string. So you're just going to have to pull off and hammer on. That's all you have, you know, at your disposal, since the right hand has its own little job there. Okay, so pull off, hammer, then another hammer on the 5. So 0, 3, 5. Then to get 0 again, you don't need to go back here. You can just pull here. So 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6. Again, you're hammering down, sliding into 5. Okay. Then 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. Okay, so. Zero, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 5, 3. Sorry, 3, 0. See, I messed up there too. 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 6, 5, 0, 3, 5, 3, 0. You're going to want to practice that independently. So just. Okay. Then you're going to want to try to combine the two. So it starts off, that first 0 comes in at the same time as the bass drum, right? So really slow. Even I'm not playing it perfectly now because it's just hard. It's kind of easier even at a higher tempo once you get it, because you can't really hear the mistakes as well if it's fast. So of course this is going to be challenging for you, but try it out. This is kind of your bridge if you're interested into kind of getting into percussive fingerstyle. This is your bridge, or like the first step to be able to slowly start to get some of that stuff happening. Check out Tobias Rauscher. He's a really cool fingerstyle percussive guy. Check out Thomas Leib. He's also a very cool fingerstyle guitar player. Andy McKee, of course, is a very famous one, right? To see this stuff, you know, like in a very more advanced, advanced stage, okay? But this is how you'll get started. So one more time. See, I was late there with the 6-5. All right, I hope you liked this lesson. I hope it was informative. I hope it's challenging you a little bit, broadening your horizon of what's possible on the guitar. And yeah, just have fun with it. Let me know what you thought in the comments section. My name's Henry Olson. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up. All the good stuff. I love you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.